Hey guys, what's going on? James here with the 2019 NFL Draft recently concluded. I wanted to make a kind of bigger video talking about the entirety of the Buccaneers 2019 NFL Draft and go through prospect by prospect and talk about some of the things that they're very good at and some of the things that they're bringing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, not just as players, but also as characters and leaders as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get started talking about the Buccaneers 2019 draft class. First prospect we need to talk about is the Bucs' 5th overall pick, Devin White. White is a fast, rangy, sideline-to-sideline linebacker who will not only beat you in pass coverage, but also boasts a phenomenal pass rush ability as well that will be shown right away for the Buccaneers. More important is White's character and leadership, as many expect him to make strides in becoming a strong locker room leader and the eventual captain of the Buccaneers defense for many, many years to come. Next, talking about the Bucs' 39th overall pick, Sean Bunting, you're getting a corner who is a perfect fit for Todd Bowles' defense. Aggressive, fast, and good at not only man-to-man coverage, but also press coverage as well, and the Bucs have another phenomenal young corner to add to Carlton Davis, Vernon Hargreaves, and the other corners they selected in the 2019 NFL Draft. Bunting is another player who strives to have the best character possible, as do all players selected in this draft by the Buccaneers, and he should form a bond right away with the rest of the Buccaneers' young secondary group. Jamel Dean was selected with the Buccaneers' 94th overall pick, and despite having adversity with injuries during his college career, Dean has been able to rise above it all. Still posting blazing fast speeds, Dean is a jack of all trades in terms of coverage ability, and he should be able to be used in a variety of ways in Todd Bowles' defense. Being able to play an outside corner, an inside corner, and potentially even playing some safety if need be, I could see Dean having a type of Swiss Army role for the Buccaneers in the secondary. Mike Edwards was selected with the Buccaneers' 99th overall pick, and I'm honestly very surprised he fell this far. Edwards is a very strong leader, and during his 2 years as captain at Kentucky, his teammates looked up to him and respected his leadership. To go along with his strong leadership, Edwards is a very fast, very strong, and very hard-hitting safety that even has some experience playing nickel corner in the past. Now listen, I don't want to jump the gun too much here, but I really do think that Edwards can have a very similar role to what Tyrann Mathieu had with Bruce Arians in Arizona, and I think that he even has greater potential of eking out an even greater role and possibly even having a better career. Anthony Nelson was the Buccaneers' 107th overall pick, and he's big and he's athletic. The amount of athleticism that Nelson has for his size of 6'7", 271 pounds is actually kind of scary and is something that I expect to be showcased right away. I fully expect Nelson to play many positions along the defense, including 3 technique defensive tackle, 3-4 defensive end, 4-3 defensive end, and even outside pass rushing linebacker as well. Matt Gay was the Buccaneers' 145th overall selection, and I again feel that he has a good chance to be a good kicker for this team. Still emphasizing the point of Matt being a big kicker with a big leg, many people have compared Matt Gay to former NFL kicker Sebastian Janikowski. Now listen, I don't think it's a coincidence that Janikowski retired 1 day after the Buccaneers drafted Matt Gay after all the comparisons that have been made between the two. Can anybody say, pass the torch? Scott Miller was selected with the 208th overall pick, and to say that he's a fast and shifty receiver is an understatement. Miller is not only seen as a viable deep threat option, but can also thrive in the slot role as well, and should prove to be a very good receiver for the Buccaneers right out of the gate. While he boasts small size, his durability and heart are something that shouldn't be ignored, and I can see him getting many different looks for the Buccaneers right away, not just as a receiver, but as a returner as well. Finally, Terry Beckner Jr. was selected with the Buccaneers' 215th overall pick, and he's a 3-technique defensive tackle if I've ever seen one. A very good blend of speed and pass rushing ability, Beckner has had to overcome many injuries and other adversity in his life that has made him an even stronger character and an even better player. His will is as strong as anyone's, and I expect him to not only make the roster for the Buccaneers, but also have some level of impact in his rookie season. So yeah, guys, all in all, I loved this Buccaneers draft class. I thought that they did a really good job of addressing a lot of the needs on the defensive side of the ball, which, if we're all being honest, that was a really big need, as the Buccaneers defense the past 2 seasons has not been very good. So I think that they addressed a lot of needs while still maintaining a strong young nucleus at the starting positions, and I think that depth was a really huge position that was addressed here for the Buccaneers defense specifically, as that was kind of one of the main problems the Buccaneers had suffered on the defensive side of the ball the past 2 seasons. While you could argue with selecting an offensive guard or selecting a running back, I would argue that the offense has not been the problem with the Buccaneers the past 2 seasons, because if you look at the numbers, not just in terms of yardage, but in terms of points scored and scoring ability as well, the Buccaneers offense has been at least above average in most of those categories. So I would like to think that the defense was the bigger problem than the offense. And yes, you can still make an argument of improving depth and whatnot, but there's still some very quality free agents out there, and you still got to factor in undrafted free agents as well. And don't give me that business of, well, they're undrafted free agents. You don't know who your impact players are until they make an impact. Nobody thought Adam Humphries was going to make an impact. Nobody thought Cameron Brate was going to make an impact. Peyton Barber and all the other guys who have made an impact for the Buccaneers, nobody thought those guys were going to make an impact. So you just have to wait and see what happens. Huge fan of this draft. I think a lot of situations with depth were definitely addressed, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm very excited to see how these young rookies do with some of the more established guys on the Buccaneers defense, especially guys like Carlton Davis, Vernon Hargreaves, Shaq Barrett, Noah Spence. Those are 4 guys that I'm really excited about to kind of blend in with these rookies and see what everybody can do. So it's going to be some very exciting times for this young and improving Buccaneers defense. But guys, what do you think about this Buccaneers 2019 draft class? Let me know what you think about all of it down in the comments section below. Again, I am probably going to be having a lot more of in-depth videos talking about some of these Buccaneers draft prospects. I'm pretty much already confirmed going to be making one about Devin White, and I'm sure I'm going to be making some other ones about the other Buccaneers draft prospects as well. I also have a video coming out here in a little bit talking about the Buccaneers undrafted free agent signings, and I'm going to go over some of them and talk about a lot of their different unique abilities that they're going to be bringing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well. And, you know, they might make the roster, so it's definitely worth talking about those guys, because again, you never know what's going to happen with some of those undrafted free agents. But thank you so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. What did you think about the Buccaneers 2019 NFL draft class? Let me know down in the comments section below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. But until the next video, I will see you in the next one. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.